Why did they do that? What led a group of seasoned lawyers and political operatives to orchestrate a scheme that has now landed many of them in legal jeopardy? The unraveling of the fake electors plot surrounding the 2020 presidential election provides a startling view into the mechanics of an attempted subversion of American democracy. At the heart of this convoluted and audacious plan were key Trump allies, including Ken Chesebro, Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, and others, who sought to create an illusion of electoral uncertainty by submitting fraudulent certificates of electoral votes from several battleground states. These efforts aimed to sow chaos, pressure then Vice President Mike Pence, and potentially overturn the 2020 election results. Fast forward to 2024, and the legal reckoning for these individuals has intensified. Chesebro, often dubbed one of the architects of the fake elector scheme, now faces a cascade of felony charges across multiple states. While his legal woes mount, the broader implications of this conspiracy raise pressing questions about accountability, the rule of law, and the future of democratic institutions. Let's delve deeper into the intricate web of the fake elector scheme, examining its origins, the criminal charges, and the broader consequences for democracy. Ken Chesebro, the legal architect of a fraudulent plot. Ken Chesebro, a Harvard-educated lawyer, played a central role in crafting the strategy behind the fake electors scheme. Internal memos revealed his detailed plans to utilize alternative slates of electors in key battleground states, including Georgia, Wisconsin, and Arizona. The goal? To create legal ambiguity and provide a basis for Trump allies to challenge the certification of Joe Biden's victory. Chesebro's emails and memos outlined a coordinated effort to submit these fake electoral certificates to Congress and, ultimately, the vice president. In Wisconsin, Chesebro faces multiple felony charges related to forgery and the submission of fake elector certificates. The Wisconsin Attorney General has aggressively pursued these charges, citing testimony from individuals involved in the scheme who claimed they were misled about the use of the certificates. Chesebro's alleged cooperation with the Wisconsin Attorney General has added another layer of complexity to his case. While cooperating defendants often receive leniency, the new indictments suggest that Chesebro's legal troubles are far from over. Wisconsin, a key battleground in the legal fight. The fake elector scheme's Wisconsin chapter is particularly damning. Electors who initially agreed to participate in the alternate slate have testified that they were assured the certificates would only be used as a contingency if a court overturned Biden's win. Instead, these documents were submitted to Congress as legitimate electoral votes. Emails between Chesebro and Trump's election coordinator, Mike Roman, reveal a frantic effort to secure and deliver these certificates to then Vice President Pence before the January 6 certification. Roman's now infamous email demanding the immediate submission of these certificates underscores the pressure within Trump's circle. Chesebro's response, cautioning against such actions, reveals a lawyer trying to balance legal gymnastics with growing desperation. However, his eventual participation in the scheme leaves little doubt about his culpability. Georgia, a felony guilty plea, and an attempted reversal. Chesebro's legal woes extend beyond Wisconsin. In Georgia, he pleaded guilty to felony charges related to his role in the fake elector scheme. This plea deal included an allocution, where Chesebro admitted his actions and provided testimony that implicated others involved in the broader conspiracy. However, following Trump's return to power, Chesebro has sought to overturn his guilty plea, a move that legal experts view as highly unlikely to succeed. Georgia's case also highlights the extent of the scheme's coordination. Chesebro worked closely with Rudy Giuliani and John Eastman to execute the plan. Their communications and legal strategies were instrumental in attempting to delay certification and buy time for Trump's legal challenges. Ultimately, none of these challenges succeeded, but the damage to the electoral process and public trust in elections was significant. Arizona and Michigan, investigations and indictments. While Chesebro faces prosecution in Wisconsin and Georgia, Arizona and Michigan are also pursuing actions against him and other Trump allies. In Arizona, Chesebro is reportedly cooperating with authorities, providing information that could implicate others in Trump's inner circle. Meanwhile, Michigan's Attorney General has announced investigations into similar schemes in the state. These cases demonstrate a coordinated effort across multiple states to undermine the 2020 election results. In Michigan, new evidence has emerged, including sworn affidavits and internal communications, that implicate several individuals in fraudulent activities. The Attorney General's office has signaled its intent to pursue aggressive prosecution, citing the need to establish accountability at every level of the scheme. This investigation has expanded to include not only the participants, but also potential financial backers who funded the effort. Emails and memos, the smoking guns. Key evidence in these cases includes emails and memos exchanged among Chesebro, Mike Roman, and other Trump allies. These documents detailed a plan to submit fraudulent electoral certificates and pressure Pence to reject legitimate votes. The emails reveal internal conflicts, with Chesebro occasionally expressing reservations about the scheme's legality. However, his continued participation and execution of the plan have made him a central figure in the prosecutions. One of the most damning exchanges involves Roman's insistence on submitting the certificates, regardless of the fake electors' objections. Roman's crude dismissal of the electors' concerns, the electors, exemplifies the reckless disregard for legality and ethical boundaries within Trump's team. Additionally, newly surfaced memos show a calculated effort to exploit legal loopholes and delay certification processes. These memos include a step-by-step guide on creating plausible deniability for those involved, underscoring the premeditated nature of the scheme. Broader implications for democracy. The fake elector scheme and the subsequent prosecutions highlight the fragility of democratic institutions when faced with coordinated attacks from within. While Trump's temporary immunity as a sitting president shields him from certain legal consequences, his allies lack such protection. These cases serve as a warning about the importance of accountability and the need to safeguard electoral processes against similar schemes in the future. Legal analysts emphasize the need for reforms to prevent such schemes from recurring. Proposals include stricter guidelines for the certification of electors, enhanced transparency in the electoral process, and harsher penalties for those who attempt to undermine democratic norms. The Department of Justice's active role in these prosecutions signals a renewed commitment to upholding the rule of law. The unraveling of the fake electors scheme exposes the lengths to which Trump's inner circle went to subvert the 2020 election. Ken Chesebro's role as a legal architect of this plot, combined with the damning evidence of emails, memos, and testimony, paints a picture of a conspiracy that placed personal loyalty to Trump above the rule of law. As prosecutions unfold in Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, and Michigan, the message is clear. No one is above the law. These cases are not just about punishing wrongdoers, but also about preserving the integrity of democratic institutions. The legal reckoning faced by Chesebro and his co-conspirators underscores the necessity of vigilance against efforts to undermine free and fair elections. As the wheels of justice turn, the hope is that these prosecutions will serve as a deterrent to future attempts at electoral subversion. For Ken Chesebro and others in Trump's orbit, the legal battles ahead will undoubtedly shape the narrative of accountability in American democracy.